The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
And no, that was never going to make it. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Totti. Now that's well seen too. Thuram. It could be in here. It's Totti! And he's following up! Goal! Barcelona! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Bellingham, driving forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good take in a good area. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been slipped through. And Cruyff! And he's managed to gift it back. That's a good run down the left. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
India really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
India with the corner. They're first. And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this. Tries from distance.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Vieira. Oh, really? And Cruyff! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
India have their second corner now. Yamal gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal, and he's away. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! He's scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's a throw-in. Great defending, strong and determined. He can run onto that. Rijkaard makes the interception. And he thumps it clear. Into the last quarter of an hour. Looking to pass their way through. Nicely weighted ball to threat. And the finish! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
This is it then, now or never. Some good work on the right flank here. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Just 5 minutes left. Aguero, Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. India illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Manuel Neuer, claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents and his contemporaries.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now, he's got space here. No, he's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's found support out wide, and it's made its way to him. Bellingham! Goal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Gerrard, and he's had it nicked away.
Gerrard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Up he goes! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Ronaldo charging forward, the ball at his feet. He has found the way through. Great chance! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
India are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And the counter is on. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, he's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
India find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's one-on-one! Cristiano Ronaldo! In comes the corner. India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's come off the upright. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Nagatomo. Madueke. And it's Nagatomo. Puyol. To Gerrard. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Messi. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. Now that looks a decent ball. Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Hazard. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
India have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we are back underway. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Cruyff. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. And it's Neymar. Madueke. Scholes. Searching passes played there. Bellingham. Neymar. Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Neymar ready to try one. Neymar! And he's lifted it over. Pacho. Nagatomo. And it's Nagatomo. And Puyol. That's a sharp pass. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Has a look and plays it forward. He's in a great position here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for the run. Now that's well seen too. Scholes. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's there to make the challenge. Madueke. And it's Gerrard. And it's Nagatomo. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. That's Gerrard. Puyol. India are coasting towards victory. That ball looks a good one. Picked out brilliantly. Neymar! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
India are having a ball here. He's having a hit! Oh, there was plenty on that. Baresi, the man that is tenacity personified. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. India, just a thrill to witness here. Quick. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens...
Berbatov! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Messi puts his foot on the gas.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's gone for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He might be in here! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as been brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to fill the gap. But I like that in his game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Gets his head on it! Goal, Italy! There is the breakthrough! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Italy Messi! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
India grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here, and the shot! Sticks it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
India are looking to break at pace. He's away. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And there's the end of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
India head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Cruyff pinches it off him and reclaimed it in a trice. Rijkaard finding their passes, and it's James Rodriguez. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Neymar. He has found the way through. And he's in on goal. And he's there to get it away. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now this could be a chance. Cristiano Ronaldo. So we've reached the hour mark. Looking to play him in. Neymar. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. And here's Aubameyang. Berbat shapes to shoot! It's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Italy.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now there's a fine ball. They want to be quick to recover this. It's Neymar! There was plenty of power on that. Roberto Carlos. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Neymar.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Aubameyang! So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's a simple one for the keeper. India are looking to go forward now. Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Oh, this is a great position. Decent chance! It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And time is up. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Pinches it off him. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
There's the shot! India with the corner, they're first. Neymar is there, and he can get that clear. First quarter of an hour gone. Akanji gets a foot in here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a promising position, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Face to face with the king. Can he finish? Yes, it's in! An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level...
He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And it's been taken short. Opts to play. He's having a go! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's had a hit! Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. That's a little off target. Neymar. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Puyol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's been shifted off it. Messi. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard gets it away. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, delightful ball. Messi.
India certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for options for movement. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And here's Cruyff. That's really well cleared.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the
And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. India.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found.
Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And he's taking no chances there. They've won a throw in. And it's Cruyff. And he's got the beating of his man. Cruyff! And he comes up trumps again.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it into space. Great chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This their second corner of the game. And that has been knocked clear. Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ronaldo. That is a crunching tackle. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Messi. He's in space and looking for options. And the keeper beats it away. He's going for goal! So, third corner of the game. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's found a way past. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's Aguero! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And that has been cut short. And he's there to belt it away. Tries to pass it through. That's a sharp pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's going to go a long way. Oh, well played, lovely. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Roberto Carlos. Romero gets good distance on it. Now it's Batistuta. Plays a sharp little ball here. This might... And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really
And the referee brings it to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle. It's there! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
India are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's got away! That's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. Dani Olmo. Looking for options for movement. Vieira. Driving on and making good progress. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neymar is in a really good position out wide. And he's managed to get free. Has a look and place it forward. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Drilled in low. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
India go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. India, a solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Now he's got space here. Now there's a fine ball. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Messi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has... And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Thuram. The message is clear. None shall pass. Quality ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's had a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And this is Ronaldo. Tchouaméni. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Messi! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
France really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
India are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and
could be danger here. He's away. Tries a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Baggio. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chouameni. Roberto Baggio. And that is that. India are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolade.